School lunches. Most of us have had them, but few of us have loved them. Today in our Sunday Special Report, we visit schools that want their lunch to be more than just a filling meal. At one school in Yilan, kids are asked to harvest their own vegetables and collect their own eggs so that they learn to treasure what they eat. Over in Chiayi City, a school has partnered with a restaurant chef to prepare food that kids genuinely like to eat. Here's this week's Sunday Special Report.
For more than 20 years now, she's headed off to work at the crack of dawn, no matter the season, rain or shine. This is Chang Ling-lan, a chef at Chiayi City's Chui-Yang Elementary School.
很久了哈。
这张对，就是你刚到了1年之后，跟这些人，哇，你还把他们名字都写下来。
对啊。
然后我们这边就是。
对啊。才不会忘记啊。
She shares a group photo from 2 decades back. In those days, there were 6 school chefs who prepared lunches for more than 1,500 teachers and students. Some 20 years later, the school's population has fallen by half. Most of the chefs have come and gone.
这边有没有？你要看到手套戴到这里，手套以上，我刚好袖子到这边，就这个还有一个有没有？
因为这边肤色不一样，这都是对烫伤后有一些新皮。
对，你说炒蛋啊，洋葱炒蛋啊。
We'd make scrambled eggs, for example, scrambled eggs with onion, a dish that needs 2 woks. You have to keep stirring both woks. With all that turning, your arms get quite sore, to the point where you can't hold a pan or a bowl. After getting off work, I used to hide in my room and cry.
Zhang may have been quick to cry, but she's stuck with her job. Now in her 50s, Zhang, or Yilan as her colleagues call her, has worked at her school for more than 20 years. She is now head chef. In 2021, she put her school on the map by winning honors in a cooking competition.
最高兴的是我没有坐过高铁。The best part was that I had never taken the high-speed rail before. Although I wasn't traveling for pleasure, I was still very happy. I really look forward to that.
Zhang and a teacher, Xu Jingwen, prepared for the competition for 3 months. They competed as a team in the Full Foods Foundation's Super School Cooking Competition. At the end of 2021, there were 1 of 10 teams invited to the finals in Taipei.
When they were handing out the awards, the 2 of us looked at each other again.
I looked over at her. We had worked so hard for so long, and finally the award was ours. It felt like such an honor.
Hidden behind that glorious moment was a great deal of hard work and even pain. 1 month before the competition, Zhang was seriously injured in an accident. Her face was scalded by hot water while she was working in the school kitchen.
I was about to put the ingredients in the pot, and the hot water was boiling in front of me. I reached out with my right hand to turn off the hot water. Then with my left hand, I reached out to grab the fish. As I was turning off the hot water, there was a crash.
She ran over and said she couldn't open her eye. She said, "Oh no, should I go and see a doctor?" I said, "Yes, you should go see a doctor."
She didn't go to the hospital right away. First, she went to our school's health center for basic treatment. Then she went back to the kitchen and finished everything she was supposed to do. Only after that did she go to the hospital.
At the time, I didn't see the extent of my injury. I didn't see how serious it was until the bandages were removed the next day.
There really is a shortage of manpower.
It turns out that on the day of the accident, someone on the kitchen staff had taken leave, doubling the pressure on the head chef. Staffing shortages are a little-known problem that plagues many school kitchens. It's the source of much hidden heartache. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. As children step onto the campus with their lunch bags, the kitchen is already bustling with activity. There's produce to be inspected, pans to clean, and not a second to lose.
你甲我讲板条有啥物困难？你甲我讲。
板条啊。
咱之前做法是安怎？
板条咧炒的时候动心的啊。
嘿，动心。
手会疼呢。
手会疼，因为袂去内底炒。
This is Ling Iteng, former top chef at the Lavender College Mountainside Retreat. Over the past 3 years, he's consulted at more than 20 primary school kitchens in Taiwan. He teaches concepts based on science and shares the secrets to delicious flavors. He's been based in Chiayi City since 2021.
分阶段把食物做到最完美状态之后再组合。
Break it down into stages. Get each food item in its most perfect state before assembling them. That's what we're going for. There's actually a trick to food preparation. You don't need to fry up a storm, stirring and frying till you sweat buckets, working to the point of getting sick. That's not the way to do it.
The entree on today's menu is Hakka fried noodles. Traditionally, large woks are used to stir-fry noodles for more than 800 people. But this method is laborious for the kitchen staff, and the noodles get mushy fast. On this day, Lin suggests steaming the noodles instead. He and the chefs get to work to tackle this experiment in the kitchen. Across the country, some 20,000 people are employed as school kitchen staff. They work long hours in hot and humid environments. All too often, the equipment they use is old and filled with hidden dangers. Take Chui-Yang Elementary School, for example, where the kitchen has looked largely the same for more than 20 years. In September, the kitchen received a small yet expensive facelift, with millions spent on non-slip flooring and drainage ditches. Because kitchen renovations are costly, schools need to make careful decisions about what to fix. Consultants like Lin help by inspecting the work environment to find the devil in the details.
这样子会危险，会这样子而滑倒，而滑倒这个样子，对，所以是可以有效的在这个中间加一个横杆，下去长按做到这样，比较符合以下视野一个冰上一点。
专家的建议之下。
With the advice of experts, we will create a plan for repairing our kitchen infrastructure. Then we will submit the plan to the city government. We want school chefs to realize that they're not just kitchen labor, that they're actually very important. They occupy a key role in the transmission of flavors.
味觉记忆是在12岁以前就养成了。
Taste memory is developed before the age of 12. We might forget the English and mathematics that we learned in the classroom, but taste memories that you form in childhood are remembered for a lifetime.
The Full Foods Foundation runs 14 food education classrooms across the country, including in Chiayi, Tainan, Yilan, and New Taipei. Inside, cafeteria workers portion out entrees and sides. Each meal is informed by science. Close attention is also paid to flavors, appearance, and aesthetics.
The decor in here is very beautiful. I like the color scheme very much. When the breeze blows in like this, the food seems particularly delicious.
The food has gotten tastier. Once I went to the 4th grade classrooms and looked inside their buckets for leftovers, the buckets were all empty. And the soup, at the end, the children were lifting up the soup vats to pour out every last drop.
Where does my sense of achievement come from? Every time we finish making a meal, I feel very happy. I very much look forward to the children's feedback.
Located in Yilan County's Su'ao district, Chiayi Elementary School overlooks the central mountain range and is close to the ocean. In this unique learning environment, the children get up close and personal with nature.
Once I asked the students, "Do you know where eggs come from?" And the kids said, "Yes, we do. They come from supermarkets." Ha!
它是日本鸡，叫做画眉。它是日本鸡，它叫阿辉，它叫汪汪。肚子还汪汪叫。汪汪叫。会啊。
Each child holds a chicken, and every chicken has a name. In April 2021, Chiayi Elementary School built a chicken farm from scratch. Today, the farm produces up to 200 eggs a month.
哇塞！
春季的时候，那我们会种花生。
We plant peanuts in the spring, and every autumn we plant radishes. We have our students harvest these crops.
蛋有洗过，这就是我们学校育婴幸福鸡乐园母鸡鸡大姐所生的鸡蛋。
The eggs are given a whisk before they're fried up into omelets and rolled into sushi. Every last bit of egg is precious. The children learn along the way, seeing for themselves how food gets from farm to table.
There's a sense of accomplishment. I always finish the food.
Not long ago, a sudden accident gave the children another life lesson.
Last week, something really upsetting to me that happened was that stray dogs got into the coop. 14 of our chickens went to heaven.
回到家的时候
I told my grandpa and my dad about the dog attack on the chicken coop. The more I talked about it, the sadder I became.
The Farmstead program has taught children about the life cycle, where food comes from and where it goes. It's a school lunch experience that incorporates the concepts of gratitude, food literacy, and food aesthetics to feed not only children's stomachs, but also their hearts and minds.